that way?
No, scoring the first goal is part of what our conversation with the team in general, because it will always have a huge impact on the dynamics of a game. You're right when you say when Houston got the lucky goal, that's something that's quite obvious. They fell back and sat deep and waited more than they did before we conceded the goal. The game before, however, we went a goal down and we came back. You just have to fight a little more in order to get yourself back into the game, and that's part of the game. But the impact of scoring the first goal is important. But as I said, that's part of our conversation with our players every day.
I didn't mention the Chicago game only because of the fact that Brian Gutierrez got red carded, and so that sort of changes the dynamic. But
I know where you're getting at, Roberto, but it doesn't change.
Okay.
The game is influenced by a player that is unlucky with the red card, and he had to go off. But like I said, if you concede a goal in whatever shape, 10 against 11, 11, it always will have its effect. And if we concede, you get into a position where you have to chase, and we would rather be on the other side.
And as far as the Houston game is concerned, once you review the tapes and everything, as opposed to just seeing it live, is there anything else that you saw from it? And what changes does the team have to make to be able to be successful in Nashville?
Of course, when you review with a little less emotion, you see a little more. But I got confirmation. That was mainly what I saw when I watched the game again. The first 15 to 20 minutes, we did okay. We were ourselves, fluid, good on the ball, good press moments, high regains. Didn't have a lot of chances in the first 15 to 20 minutes, but we were in control. Then the goal, obviously, like we described just now, fell. And then Houston also has to take credit for that, given credit for that, because they fell back and they made it really, really tight and small in the middle. So for us, that is recognition. We have to go around in order to get it back into the middle. But the speed of play, that's the one that bothered me, because it was way too slow in order to get those spaces. And then when we addressed it during halftime coming into the second half, the one that surprised me the most was the focus and the mindset and how we concede the second goal just coming out of the dressing room. And that is a bigger issue for me in reviewing this match.
Thank you.
We'll go to the Zoom. Michael?
Hey, Pascal, it's Mike Dander from Blue City Radio.
Hi, Michael.
I just want to build off what you were just talking about with Roberto, because you said that the red card influenced the game. In Chicago, second half, you made a tactical change because they were down a man. For instance, Houston, it seemed like your substitutions were more like for like. Maybe I missed it. I didn't see a real tactical shift to try to force Houston to do anything different on the defensive side.
Yeah, that's correct, Michael. But the changes were made like for like in order to have four players bring new energy in the positions they came on for. Alonso didn't look like himself. Playing 3 matches in 6 days is always a challenge for any player. So with Munsev on the bench and a good sub moment from the previous game against Chicago Fire, we thought it would be wise to keep Alonso in the same position instead of Alonso, and try to look elsewhere with Agu, for instance, on the sides in order to create more from the wing like that. So that is the reason behind it.
Christian?
Hi, Coach. You've spoken previously about the bulletproof mindset and admiration for the concept of falling forward. How do you apply those concepts when you're looking to get a response this weekend for the team?
That's a good question if you ask me, because our priority going into this Nashville game is that we show to ourselves mainly that it's an incident. That it's an incident what happened on Wednesday, and we have to make sure that we approach that game that way as well, and make sure that we get back to our way, how we played going into this game against Houston.
No, you need to adapt in it.
it is a different role, but at the same time, I've been doing quite much of the same in the build-up and stuff. But of course, it's about adapting and doing what I can do in that position.
What are the biggest challenges? And when you say adapting, can you be more specific of what changes?
No, I need to run more. I'm getting put in more 1v1 actions on the side, but a part of that, it's about playing the game in the head and be on the front foot and make myself in good position where I can cope with that. So yeah.
You find yourself deep into the attack at times too, which is something you're comfortable with, right? And you like. You always
Yeah, it makes me be a little bit more offensive. I have been playing some games in this position before, so I know where to position myself. But it's a long time ago, so I'm just touching up and getting that going again. So, but it's good and it's fun. So yeah.
You had a free kick goal in preseason. I see you standing over the ball every now and then. Think you might get one soon?
Yeah, I'm always ready to take the free kicks, but it needs to be in my position where I feel like I'm gonna get it in. So if it ends up in my position, I'll for sure get it, and I think I'll score one.
All right, I won't ask you what your position is.
Onto the Zoom, Michael.
Hey, Birk, it's Mike Andrew from Blue City Radio.
Hi.
One of the things that Pascal has talked about, been talked about from some of your other teammates, is inconsistency, playing up to some teams and having a poor performance like you did on Wednesday. Anything you can say that you're trying to figure out, whether it be as a group or yourself personally, to help get that higher level of consistency?
Yeah, I completely agree. We want to be more consistent, and it's something that we are working with. If it would just be so easy to say it, as it is, it's not. So we need to figure it out, and we're working on it. It's we're talking a lot about it, and during ourselves, and with the staff and everything. So, but yeah, the consistency needs to be more consistent. But we're working hard on it, and we're trying to find out solutions that we can stay in that. But I also think if you look at our performances, taking away the Wednesday, we're on a good road. But yeah, then this one comes. But yeah, now we're looking forward to tomorrow to put in a performance where we can start over again.
Christian.
Hi, Birk. You obviously started as a striker when you were much younger, and playing fullback is giving you a chance to get in the final third. How are you enjoying the more attacking responsibilities you're getting with this switch?
Yeah, like you say, I started off as an offensive player, so I'm trying to get myself in those positions. I also need to be aware that I'm still a defender, so I need to cover up in the behind. But it's a way of how we want to play when I play there, and when the opportunity makes me go forward, I'm always trying to join up and be offensive going forward. So yeah, we'll see.
I don't want to make you feel old, but this squad is quite a young one. There's a lot of young faces in there. What role do you see for yourself as someone that's a little bit more experienced?
No, I think my role is as a more experienced player to take the responsibility that comes with it. Try to push the young guys and help them, but at the same time we have incredibly good young players that takes the responsibility and shows up. So it's about for us to give them the confidence and the trust that they're allowed to do so, and then that's have some more games we can take the more responsibility about the other stuff.
I'm glad you said that, because actually my last one is, we often talk about what does an older player give a younger player, but I'm curious of the reverse of that. What do you feel playing with such a young squad gives you as a player?
No, it gives me a lot. It's fun to come and see the strive they have and keep the hunger they have, and they're keeping the older guys, not that we're so old, but the older guys on their toes, and makes us want to train and perform as well. So it's a good balance, and they're pushing us every day, and that it's a good balance between coming in and learning from them and giving to them. So it's a lot of fun.
Perfect, thank you.
Glenn?
Just to follow up on what Christian said, in your younger days, striker, I remember you telling me once, winger, maybe with the youth national teams. Could you outline when it was that you went from attacking player to maybe more of a player at the back?
Yeah, I had a role. Was when I was like 19, I think. I was a winger, and our left back at Defender got injured in the under 19s team, and we had a friendly game, and I was the only left foot in the team, so I played left back, okay, and I played a really good game and had some assists, and the first team coach was watching, and after that I'll train with the first team and I become a left back, so it changes fast.
Yeah.
Michael, you have another one?
Yeah, please. Birk, one of the other areas of opportunity for the team has been on corner kicks and the set pieces. I mean, well, Glenn referenced the set pieces that you've been tying up some free chances, but from the corner kick specifically, is there work being done? It seems like the team just hasn't had that same success in getting opportunities or getting shots on goal from the corner kick.
Yeah, it's something we work on. We know it's there. We want to have success in that as well, and we're working a lot on it. A lot of video, a lot of training on it. So I think it will come.